Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Ghoulwatch. It's called Haunted Online, HOL. And boy, do we got a good one for you today. A little bit of a spooky one. Let me ask you something, Joe. Do you know much about the British royal family?
Charlie, I know a lot about the royal family, but don't ask me because I won't tell you what I know.
Is that because you know something bad?
I just know too much, let's say. But
Oh,
like last week, we had some light shed on Robin Williams. He
God
has
rest his soul.
God rest his soul in hell, probably because he was possessed by a demon, and that's an undeniable fact if you listen to last episode. I don't want to say what I know about the royal family because I feel like this man here, Gary Light, is about to explain it better than I ever could.
Okay, so this video by Gary Light is called Something About the Royal Family Tree We Should All Know.
That royal family is up to no good.
Indeed.
What makes their blood royal? Is first question. Do you got an answer? Because I wasn't paying attention in history class. What is so cool about their blood?
Now, Gary Light.
Okay, let's dig into it.
All right, so this video is called Something About the Royal Family Tree We All Should Know. And here we go.
Something about the royals we should all know.
I'm scared. Okay, there's a CG image of a lot of people impaled on stakes, which, that raises a few question marks above my head.
But, as far as these graphics go, you gotta see them. Go to Gary Light's channel, watch this video. This is some good stuff. Avatar looks like fucking shit compared to this.
Speaking of Avatar, this has the Avatar font.
Oh, it is.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. Spooky sounds.
Yeah.
We see Queen Elizabeth as she's
When
young.
you're descended from the likes of Henry VIII and Queen Victoria, it takes quite something to get you excited about a new addition to your family tree. But when Prince Charles found out he was related to Dracula, or to give him his actual name, Vlad the Impaler, he was more than a little delighted.
I would be grinning from ear to ear. That's a celeb.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, if you find out you're related to someone like Dracula, who's been in the modern, he's been in the zeitgeist since his birth, of course you're gonna be happy.
He's maybe the first celeb.
Yeah.
Dracula.
Dracula was fighting off paparazzi back before paparazzi were even taking pictures,
Yeah, they were trying to illustrate him on paper.
And he was knocking their notebooks out of their hands, their quills.
Yeah, he's kicking their ink over into the gutter.
Prince Charles discovered the link to the notorious killer who is said to have covered a hill near Brasov with so many impaled men. It looked like a forest. It is believed that Queen Mary, consort of George V, Charles's great-grandfather, was related to the 15th century slayer, and the Prince of Wales certainly seemed delighted by the idea.
And His Royal Highness Prince Charles, who can trace his ancestry back to Romania's dark and distant past.
Quote, "The genealogy shows I am descended from Vlad the Impaler, so I do have a bit of stake in the country."
Swinging a miss, Charles.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Not funny.
Leave the comedy to the everyman, the people folk, because clearly this is a weak pun, from a weak bitch, and I don't want to hear him joke anymore.
Honestly, if he said that in front of a crowd, I hope you have bug spray because there's going to be a lot of crickets. Prince Charles.
The genealogy shows that I'm descended from Vlad.
Hold on.
Hold on.
That's not how he sounds.
Is he doing an impression?
I have spoken to British people before. I have never heard a man who sounds like that.
Can we run that back real quick?
Genealogy shows.
The genealogy shows.
It's so fucking horns in the background too. Jesus,
Yeah, the
really.
horns are just perfect. Okay, it's kind of a sonic masterpiece.
Hold on, I gotta hear it again.
The genealogy shows that I'm descended from Vlad the Impaler.
I really think that's he's putting on that accent. The genealogy shows. What is this?
You know, I can tell you that right there alone weakened the case that Vlad the Impaler is related to this man, because Vlad would never sound like that. I know
Yeah.
Dracula, he sounds like this. Blood.
Yeah, I want to suck your blood. If Dracula came out there and was like, the genealogy shows I am in need of your blood, like nobody would give him blood. Not that that's how Dracula operated. They didn't give him blood.
The
The
whole thing.
genealogy shows that I'm descended from Vlad the Impaler. So I do have a bit of a stake in the country.
As it were.
As it were.
As if-
As it were. You know a joke lands when someone just says as it were and they don't laugh at all.
In fact, it seems the two share blood through Vlad Dracula's father, Vlad II Draco.
I'm sorry,
According
what?
to
Dracula's father's Vlad II Dracula? Why would Vlad II come before Vlad I?
He's counting downwards to the big explosion.
Maybe I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's listen because I didn't hear words.
It seems the two share blood through Vlad Dracula's father, Vlad II Draco.
By the way, this picture. What the fuck is this?
It's crazy because, you know, a lot of us have seen the picture of Vlad the Impaler. He's got a big nose, big mustache. This one looks like a cave painting.
Is this? His father was apparently one of the Pep Boys.
Yeah, he looks like the planter's peanut if he got turned human for a day. Hold on. So his name is Vlad. Oh, hey, my name is Vlad II Dracula. And then he has a son. And then he's like, yeah, you're just going to be Vlad. We're going to drop the numbers, kind of like when you reboot the Fast and the Furious.
According to Nick Gombosh, Hungarian
I'm sorry, what?
You can't just drop that name with no title afterwards.
That's not how citing sources works. You have to have some credibility.
We are 2 minutes into this video and I've learned nothing.
According to Nick Gonbosh, you can do your own research on him. Let's see what Nick had to say.
Yeah.
Vlad the Older wasn't any less terrible than his son. Vlad II, the Prince of Wallachia, is known to have killed a number of people from a rival princely house as he tried to consolidate power and sent Vlad the Younger to be a hostage at the age of 13, which one imagines did little to help father and son relations.
Yeah, I mean, I could
Yeah.
imagine.
Fade's accusations, the British Dracula family, and Crocodile Wife.
Okay.
What?
Okay, I understand the first one.
Yeah.
Crocodile Wife seems entirely unrelated.
Unrelated and also uncalled for.
Yes.
The British Dracula family, and Crocodile Wife. An older interview of Muhammad Al Fade's father, Dadi Al Fade, Lady Diana's lover, where he was openly accused of the British royal crown of assassinating his son and Lady Diana.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Fired has had his long-awaited day in the witness box as he outlined his beliefs that Diana and Dodi were murdered by MI6 on the orders of Prince Philip. He described as a Dracula family, and Prince Philip, the recipient of most of his vitriol, a racist and a Nazi.
His frustration made him reveal bits and secrets regarding the origins of the British Blue Bloods.
Blue Bloods.
The British Dracula family.
Royal Blue.
Count Dracula was a real person.
Wait a
A
second. Can you
Romanian
pause it for
ruler.
a second?
Yeah.
As I will.
I'm sorry. Did that painting's eyes just move like Scooby-Doo? No, there's a Vlad the Impaler painting, very famous
British
painting,
Dracula
and I think
family.
its eyes moves like Scooby-Doo.
Count
Whoa!
Dracula was
It did. Do you think the actual painting does that?
I think, well, it's probably hanging up in a museum, and during the day the eyes are probably normal, but then at night, like the eyes move around and follow you around. This is my theory.
I didn't know that was based in reality, the Scooby-Doo moving eyes.
a real person. A Romanian ruler, as I will later explain in detail.
Huh.
He was part of an older secret order, the Order of the Dragon. The
Oh.
dragon is a reptilian variation, especially used in the Asian world. The Asian leaders claimed
The
the throne
Asian
for having
leaders.
dragon blood. What
Dragon
in Europe
blood.
is known as blue blood, also the home of the reptilian species, is shaped like a dragon.
Okay, this is getting
Okay,
crazy.
we're going places.
All right, so what was the connection to dragons? Their family seal was a dragon, and then
Well-
Asia had dragons too.
Yeah, so there are Asian leaders who Gary is weary of, I think, and we figured out what made them so special with their blood. They have blue blood, apparently, which is dragon blood.
It's called the Draco constellation.
The Dracula
Dracula.
constellation.
His father was named Vlad Dracula.
Well, we know that, Gary.
Gary, we've been paying
Dracula
attention.
means devil in Romanian, and Dracula means the devil.
What?
Remember, the devil is
You just said like two things mean the devil.
a serpent in the Bible, a reptilian figure who deceived mankind. The royal seal was, of course, a dragon, sometimes shown with a Sumerian god cross, later called the Templar cross, on its back. Crocodile wife, referring to Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, is probably the easiest reptilian connection.
By the way, this Diana Cornelia or whatever her name is, talk about a downgrade.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
And honestly, why would you marry someone named Crocodile Wife?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna spend all your time asking about answering questions about your wife's weird ass name.
You know, I'm throwing my hands up right now. You can't see it at home, listeners, but I'm throwing my hands up. I'm not gonna marry someone named Crocodile Wife. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not naming someone named Crocodile Wife. She already has wife in her name, which implies she's married.
Yeah, it's a possibility, a remote possibility that she changed her name post marriage to Crocodile Wife.
Excuse me, doctor, one order of crazy pills for my crocodile wife.
And one order of Cialis for me because I can't get it up when I think about her name.
It's probably the easiest reptilian connection.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Hold on. I didn't even realize we were on reptiles.
Yeah, no, her name is Crocodile Wife.
Oh,
Referring
yes.
to Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, is probably the easiest reptilian connection. Princess Diana herself
Diana.
referred to the British royal family as lizards,
Mm.
and literally
Whoa.
not human.
Whoa. She said they're
Popular
literally not
princess.
human?
Yes, literally. And you know, she would know. She
Yeah.
had sex with one of them. Here's what the thing about lizards is. What is it that, you know, why are they lizards?
Prince Charles is simultaneously Dracula and a lizard.
Yes.
Which
That's
is-
interesting.
Yeah, you know, honestly, a little overpowered.
Yeah, indeed. Can we note that this video started where he was just related to Dracula and that was a bad thing, but now suddenly he's a lizard?
David Icke's book, The Biggest Secret, from pristine
The book is called The Biggest Secret, and the subtitle of it is "This book will change the world."
It hasn't yet, but that doesn't mean that it can't.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's a pretty bold strategy to name your book that.
Yeah, what if it was the Bible, the book that's going to change the world? First of all, that's a cocky move. I wouldn't even want to pick up the Bible. Oh, sorry. Excuse me for saying that, but if the Bible was called that, I wouldn't want to read the Bible. You know, the Bible, this book's the best. I'd be like, no thanks. I'm reading Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
Coming up is an image of Queen Elizabeth transforming into some sort of Queen Mother lizard type creature.
Yeah, I mean, it's an Animorphs type deal.
Yeah,
which is popular in this genre of video, it seems.
Yeah, that's evidence for something. This video is falling apart before our very eyes.
Yes.
I take pieces of flesh and rebuild the body from one little bit. Because it's lizard, because it's cold-blooded, it's much easier for them to do Frankenstein shit than it is.
What?
Whoa. This is a great visual of two lizards glowing green standing next to each other just hanging out. Spliced in here, and you know, I want to separate this from the video if I can and just watch it from occasionally. This is two buddies.
Hold on, can you go back a little bit? Sorry, did he say Frankenstein shit?
Yes,
he said that's on some Frankenstein shit.
It's much easier for them to do Frankenstein shit than it is for us. The different bodies are just different electrical vibrations.
Is this still her?
And they've got that secret. They've got that secret of the microcurrents.
Whoa.
It's so micro, so specific. These radio waves that actually create the bodies.
Whoa.
These are the energies I work with when I'm healing.
Okay.
Is this still Princess Diana? What are you saying?
I think he's saying that this is just my interpretation. They are very old and they're passing down their consciousness because they can do Frankenstein shit. And because their vibrations are on the same electromagnetic frequency, it's possible because they're dragons, they're blue-blooded.
They know the vibration of life. And because they are cold-blooded, they are reptiles. They have no wish to make the earth the perfect harmony it could be, or to heal the earth from the damage that has been done.
Well,
true.
I don't know if they have the power to do that.
Yeah, that's true. It's a little arrogant for Gary to assume that just a small group of people would be able to change the whole frequency of a planet.
Yeah. By the way, there's 4 minutes left here. I don't know what else we got. We've already gone from Dracula to lizards. Let's see what it's got left.
Dracula to lizards to electromagnetic
This
frequencies.
place was a bus stop for many different aliens.
Bus stop?
All these aliens could cope with everything, including the noxious gases.
Huh?
They're landing all the time and coming from the bowels of the earth.
What?
They're
landing from the bowels of the earth. Doesn't make any sense.
He said aliens come here from the bowels of the earth?
Yes. And
Okay.
they can handle the noxious gases that are here, apparently.
Okay. This guy thinks the earth has bowels and it has noxious gases. The earth's not some alive creature is farting out lizards.
Reptiles originally.
Wait, hold on. Who was reptiles originally?
They look like reptiles originally.
Oh, the aliens look like reptiles.
Then they look like us when they get out through the electrical vibration.
Yep.
That life key I talked about.
Huh?
You can't just say that life key I talked about in the middle of a video with no context.
All the real knowledge has been taken out and
What?
shredded and put back in another way. The Queen Mother is Chief Toad.
What?
Of this part of Europe.
Queen Mother's chief toad.
When we were talking reptilians, I assumed like lizard men walking around, you know. We're talking toads. I don't quite
Talking-
understand the power that's being wielded here.
And they have people like her in each continent. Don't think of people like the Queen Mother and Queen Victoria as different people. Think of them as the same person, which after a while had to replace their coat.
Huh?
When the flesh dies, that energy while it's dying will be immediately up someone else's jacksie backside.
What?
So Queen Elizabeth is dying, and her energy goes up someone's ass. Is that what he's saying? I think that's literally what he is saying.
Yeah. And the Earth also has an ass, apparently.
The
I'm
Earth is-
turning on Gary right now.
Yeah.
I'm officially going against Gary.
The first half of this video, you had me. I was on it. I was ready to condemn the royal family. Well, actually, no. We thought it was kind of cool that he was related to Dracula. Now that I think about it, and I was just like, "Oh, that's a cool fact to keep in my brain." But now, I'm doubting everything. Is the Dracula thing real? If this is what this guy believes,
Yeah. I'm questioning it all. But damn, it would be cool to be related to Dracula.
yeah, man, I'd get so much tail if Dracula was my relative.
Yeah, go to a girl at a bar. Yo, Dracula is my distant relative. And that's how I talk to women.
I'd lean into it like this. I'd be like, "You ever heard of Dracula?" And I would work that way. I wouldn't even say hello. I'd sneak up from behind and whisper in their ear, "You ever heard of Dracula?"
In other words,
Oh my
someone-
God!
Oh, no. Oh, no.
There's a picture of Queen Elizabeth taking a shit. Let me get past this.
It's very vampire.
I'm sorry, what?
Worse than vampire. They are not going to come to you with hooked teeth and suck your blood. Fear is their food. At that vibrational current, they can manifest anything from anything. It's like a holographic image. We are all minerals and water vibrating. This is all an illusion we are living in. That's the secret. When the monarchy is fallen, it's not the end of it. They will manifest into another form. The reptiles have never been defeated. And this is,
They're not really doing anything right now, are they? They're just in a house.
That's true, but because they stay in the house, they remain undefeated.
True.
This is almost a waste of breath from Gary.
Yeah, Gary, contact us if you want to focus on some serious issues. You get the lizards off your mind, start talking about goblins, and maybe I'll take it a little more seriously.
the reason they are threatened today is because the earth is in such trouble and the mental power of the people is returning.
Okay, yep.
This is their most frightening time for them. But this is not going to kill them. There are long centuries before it's over yet. It'll be more different for them. They're going to have to settle for less. And the Earth people are going to get more.
Finally.
Of what?
Prince Charles. Scumbag. I think the rest of this video is just a musical interlude.
Yeah. He's got all he needs to say out there.